Hey everyone, so this is going to be my final video. I came to this decision after doing a lot of soul searching the last couple weeks. I realized that from the very beginning of starting this YouTube series, my goal was just to get my story out there. It was to, offer weight loss encouragement and inspiration to those that were, coming into this lifestyle, this high carb, low fat vegan lifestyle. I wanted to show the viewers, show the world what can be done with this lifestyle. And obviously, if you've been watching me from the very beginning and you've seen my videos, it's had a tremendous impact on my life. I've lost now 268 pounds. I was once 465. I'm now 197 pounds. I'm below the 200-pound mark. For the first time, I was thinking about it earlier, like, when was the last time I was below 200 pounds? And I remember I was 260 pounds when I was in the 7th grade. So I'm pretty sure we got to go way back to figure out when that was. But I'm so thankful for all the people that I've met that have reached out to me in lieu of this YouTube series. People that have said, hey man, like, your story really encourages me, you've inspired me, and you're such an inspiration, it's been all love, man. It's been so great, and I've met so many wonderful people. And I'm not just saying that, I've met some awesome people, and I needed this just as much as some of you might need this, need this encouragement. I've met so many great people, and it's so rewarding to help those, even if it's just to to hear them out and to offer a little bit of help here and there. I think people really appreciate that. I know that I do when someone offers to help me or is there for me. And me doing this YouTube series, it was about paying it back, paying it forward to those that really inspired me in the beginnings of my transition to this lifestyle, and those that kind of coached me along the way during my weight loss journey. I'm hoping to do the same thing. That's why I'm going to leave my videos up for the world to see. That's why I'm going to continue to be on Facebook, and I encourage you, if you haven't connected with me already on Facebook, to go ahead and connect with me there. I love hearing from people, like I said, and I just send me a friend request, say what's up, but one last thing I want to say is don't let anything get in the way of your goals, of your health goals. Put yourself first. We only get one of these fucking things, this thing called life, and live it with purpose. Give yourself the best life possible. Work hard, set out goals, accomplish them, treat others well. That's the motto that I live by. And one thing that I have learned about myself, and I've learned a lot about myself over these last 3 years, but one thing that I've learned recently is, and I've come to grips with, is I've always been so hard on myself, and I guess because I've always felt like there's always room for self-improvement for everybody, and like it's never been good enough for me. I've always been such a fucking hard ass on myself. I have high expectations for others, but coming back to myself, up until recently, I've never once given myself credit for what I've done. I never really have. I never really did, and and it goes back to that. Well, okay, great, you've done this. Like, you can also improve in this area of your life. Like, yeah, okay, great, you're running 4 miles. Well, why can't you do 5 or 6? And it's like, well, dude, I think about it. It's like, man, 3 years ago, you could barely get out of bed. Like, you could barely work a 9 to 5, man. And then now you lost 268 pounds. Like, dude, that's a lot of weight. And it's like, I'm finally now giving myself the credit. Like, dude, you run 25 miles a fucking week. You lost 268 pounds. 240 of it you lost in 10 months. Like, you're training for a half marathon. Like, life has completely opened up. I saved my own life. Like, I wasn't, like, I was gonna die, and by just switching my diet around, it completely like transformed my life. And it's weird how like it took me really 3 years to really recognize that and acknowledge that with myself. But that's something that I've learned in these last 8 months of starting this YouTube series. That's the one thing I'm walking away from learning about myself, is that to accept, just to accept that, you know what, man, you did it. Relax, you know, like you don't got to go 110%, 100% of the time. Acknowledge that you did well. You know, I guess I didn't want to be conceited, but fuck it, man. I fucking worked my ass off to get to where I'm at. I bust my ass every day. Almost every day in that gym, man. I hit that treadmill every night, you know, and I put the miles in. I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this, and, you know, I'm very proud of myself, man. I can pat myself on the back. And you know what? I put off my skin surgery this year because of a couple reasons, but, you know, what was really pushing me into it was I wasn't happy with this. I wasn't happy with it, you know, and I have come to realize that this is not everything. My body isn't everything. Yeah, I don't have the body of a fucking walking statue or a Greek god, but you know what? I can still look in the mirror and say, you did your best. You worked your ass off, man. Be proud of who you are. Keep your head held high and don't walk with shame, man. You worked your fucking ass off. Be proud. And that's what I'm doing. I'll get the surgery someday, but you know, it's not a high priority. It's fine. I'm healthy. I'm happy. My needs are being met. It's all I can really ask for in life. So it is what it is. You know, and if I were to say one more thing to anybody who is fence-sitting about doing this lifestyle, or, you know, embarking on their own weight loss journey, I say just do it, man. Look at my results, and, you know, look up other people who've had weight loss success, man. And if that doesn't, you know, thrust you into this, man, I don't know what will. You know, because I want people to experience what I've experienced. You know, I can finally, like, life has now started to really open up for me. For so long, I lived in this body. You know, I lived in that 465-pound person for so long. Everything I experienced in life, and I was talking to my friend about this the other day, everything in my life that I experienced up until my weight loss was impacted by my weight. The way people treated me, you know, the jobs that I worked at, and, you know, just all the experiences. It had every little thing that I went through, it had something to do with my weight. It did, and it shaped me. It shaped who I was, and I'm not that person anymore. You know, and it took me a long time to come to that conclusion. You know, when you live a certain way for 30 years and all of a sudden you're not, it can throw you for a loop. And so I've done a lot of self-discovery. I've done a lot of realizations, and I've come to grips with who I really am, and I'm finding out more about myself, and it's just been an awesome journey. It's funny, like, when I first started this lifestyle, and I saw the weight coming off, I didn't realize that it was going to have as much mental impact as it has had physical impact. I took that for granted, and because happiness really is what's in here. It's not necessarily what's going on there, and I don't know. I just wanted to say goodbye to everyone, and like I said, I appreciate all the love, all the feedback I've gotten, and I'll say it again. You know, hit me up on Facebook, man. I'm on there. I'm not going anywhere. Like I said, I'm leaving these videos up. They're up for the world, and that's it, man. I appreciate it. Peace.